Hi everyone, I'm Elizabeth and I'm delighted to be here today as an advisor from Cultivate. Thanks for joining us. Our goal at Cultivate is to support entrepreneurs and small businesses as they grow. And as a small business incubator, we provide advisory services, resources, workshops, and networking opportunities to businesses around Ohio, primarily in Central Ohio. Well, in today's fiercely competitive business world, digital marketing is critical, whether you're just starting or you have a well-established business. To thrive, you have to develop a strong and consistent online presence. Your online presence is often the first impression customers have about your business. It's like your digital storefront. All of your online content, like your website and your posts and your profiles, have to reflect the professionalism and quality of your business. It's not just about having a website. It's about having an engaging, user-friendly website that tells your story effectively. And just like your website, your online presence should also convey your brand story, your values, and what sets you apart from your competition. Authenticity always matters. People want to connect with businesses that share their values and mission. This presentation focuses on creating a professional business presence that's going to stand out and drive results. Let's begin by understanding why this matters so much for all of us. Our goal is to drive actual results, whether that's increasing sales, brand recognition, or customer loyalty. To exist and thrive in this digital era, your business must be discoverable when potential customers look for a solution. You have to appear in those Google search results. Also, your website has to captivate visitors' attention in less than 7 seconds. And it all starts with building that business presence, a professional presence that you use consistently online. Well, during this presentation, we'll take a look at some strategies and best practices to help you make an impact while you're creating a professional business presence. We want you to get noticed and we want you to get results. Let's delve into the 3 brand essentials that shape your professional presence and help you attract more customers. These brand essentials are a business address, so it's being found. You need a dedicated business address in the area where you do business because that ensures that your business will come up in those near me search results. And also, having a dedicated business address adds authenticity to your business presence. Your website is the second brand essential, and it needs to effectively communicate. We'll take a look at how to craft core marketing messages that define your business well. You should use these core messages consistently online, starting with your website. And lastly, your third brand essential is your Google Business Profile. And you'll need to create a compelling and thorough profile to attract a steady flow of new customers to your business. So let's take a look at each one of these more in depth. Let's start with your business address. In the area where you do or want to do business, you need to establish a business address. This address is important for several reasons. A physical address in the area where you operate builds credibility and trust in your business in that area. It shows that you're committed to serving the market right there. Also, search engines consider the location of a business when they're displaying search results. So having a local business address helps you rank better in local search results, making it easier for when potential customers are trying to find you and they're searching for products or services in the area where they live. Those are the near me searches. And lastly, your Google Business Profile requires a physical address before verifying any Google Business listing. So Google Business listings are very critical for businesses as they provide all kinds of essential information to your customers, like your address, your hours of operation, your phone number, and it will also display customer reviews. This listing appears prominently in your local search results and on Google Maps. Once you've established your business address, you want to add it online using this specific order to avoid any problems. First, you want to add your business address to your website. Second, you want to add your business address to your Google Business listing. The address has to be on your website first because Google Business listings, Google reviews or indexes your website for the information first, and then they verify that it's the same address on your Google Business listing. If your website and the address listed on your profile don't match, Google isn't going to display your Google Business profile. Using this order will help you avoid creating an issue with Google, and if there is a discrepancy, you must submit additional verification and wait to get their approval before they're actually even going to display your profile. And then once you get that straightened out, you also want to add your address to Apple Maps and other online profiles. Well, here's a question I get all the time. What if you work from home or the field or a co-working space? Well, using a home address or no address on your website and your online profiles creates a question of professionalism and legitimacy with Google, and potentially with your target audience. Google almost always requires a verification video to confirm that your business is at the location that you specified in your profile. Google Maps shows Google Business profiles for physical brick and mortar sites where customers can visit and make purchases. Google has become pickier about verifying these addresses because it wants to confirm that they're always delivering correct information and the latest information. It wants to confirm that you control your commercial location and it's a place where you can actually meet with customers. Recently, we met with a realtor who works from her home, but she sells real estate in Hocking Hills. Her company's office is actually in the Easton area, and of course that's the address that they list on their website. So when someone in Hocking Hills actually is searching for a realtor, this realtor's name isn't going to come up in a near me search, even though she's listed on that company's website. So if you don't have an address in the location where you do business, you're missing tremendous opportunities for exposure. Now let's move on to the next second business brand essentially you need. And that's to create a website. And here is another common question I'm asked. Why do you need a website if you have a Facebook page? Well, a website has numerous advantages over a social media page. You control your website. Your website contains all of your essential information, and it's a trusted source for potential customers. There's legitimacy to having a website. Consider this: how much do you personally trust a company that doesn't have a website? On the other hand, Facebook owns Facebook. It's their layout. They control how the information is delivered to your customers and how they interact with your brand. Facebook is only one social media channel, and that platform only reaches one subset of customers. So if you are an electrical contractor and your potential customer searches for electricians near me, for instance, your Facebook result won't appear in that search. So the best purpose for a Facebook page is to direct potential customers to your website. So regarding your website, we first recommend purchasing a custom domain name or a URL. There are many advantages to owning your website domain. Your domain name is an essential element for all your brand identity that is likely only second to the importance of your actual business name. This is the primary way customers are going to find you. Also, you usually have an email at your domain name. Like my email address at Cultivate is elizabeth@cultivateworks.org. Your domain name becomes your company's intellectual property, just like any other proprietary asset. A good domain name will even add the valuation of your business when you sell it. Your domain gives you greater control, professionalism, and branding opportunities for your online presence. And if your domain name is well chosen, it can even create interest in your business. Here's a few tips about choosing a great domain name. It should be meaningful, easy to spell, and it's a bonus if it's easily memorable or catchy, and it should be original. So be sure not to use dashes or numbers in your domain name either. But if you would like to help choosing a domain name, we can advise you on choosing one that benefits your business presence. Just give us a call. Having your own website is a very important part in establishing and maintaining a consistent professional business presence. And your website is essential to your whole career success, even if you're employed elsewhere. You always have to use effective language on your website to communicate your professionalism and engage your target audience. We call these your core marketing messages. Your website can be really simple, like a single landing page communicating these core marketing messages and your business address and your contact information. Here's a list of the components that we need to include in your core marketing messages to be truly effective. The first is your unique value proposition. This defines what you do and why customers should choose to buy your product. Secondly, your overview is a bulleted list of all the services you provide. Third, you want an about section that gives customers credible information about you and your business. And lastly, you want to establish a call to action that asks your customers to take that next step. This is how you get leads. Well, let's look at each one of these components in a bit more detail. Let's start with your unique value proposition, or your UVP. So during that first customer engagement, you need to communicate what and how you do business. Your UVP is a very strategic step in creating your business presence. This statement may be the only point that potential customer is going to read or digest about your business. Remember how we have to captivate the audience in less than 7 seconds? This statement, if it's compelling, will do just that. This formula helps simplify the construction of how to create an effective UVP, and it also prompts you to think from the customer's perspective. We help X to Y by Z. And let's read the example. We help parents spend more quality time with their kids by providing parent-friendly play areas. So you start with your business name, helps X, that's your primary customer, to or with Y, that's the benefit to your customers, by Z, and that's what your business does. Again, your UVP statement informs customers what you offer, why they should buy it from you. And this statement has to be concise and exact. Again, the 7 seconds. You need to choose each word very carefully. Your UVP is the foundation of your core marketing messages. The next component is your services overview. And in this section, you can expand your UVP and give your customer a thorough business description. You might have felt a little tight with that UVP. It has to be so concise and direct. But this overview is where you can actually highlight your strengths and expand on what your business does. And what differentiates your business and services from your competition is also very important. You want to choose compelling words to enhance the value of what you sell. Like add a bulleted list of all the services your business provides, and all these added details are going to help your customers determine if your business actually solves their problem. The next component of your core marketing messages is the About section. And your business story helps to establish trust in you and your product and your brand. It could include how you started, your typical customer, your business profile, your business philosophy, maybe your team's strengths and the benefits you provide. You can also highlight the features or amenities your products and services offer. And finally, your core marketing messages should end with a clear call to action. What actionable step do you want your prospective customers to take? Your call to action needs to be clear and easy to understand. For instance, do you want them to give you a call or fill out a form or make a purchase? Let's read these examples. I think they're pretty direct. Sign up for our webinar and get early access to a recording. Register now. Talk to a sales expert today. Book a meeting. Join our exclusive VIP club and save. Start saving now. If you notice, a call to action is often a button or a link that opens a customer form, and once you have that information, you've converted this potential customer into a viable sales lead. So that's why your call to action has to be very direct and well thought out. Well, we've covered a lot of information in a very short amount of time. Cultivate actually has an instructional video that guides you through how to write a compelling business profile, and there are explanations and tips for each section that we just went over, and much more detail than we have time for today. So along with the video is a downloadable worksheet to help you plan each profile section. And then once you've perfected your business profile, you can use that content consistently on your website and all of your online profiles. Well, Google is the dominant search engine by far. Let's take a look at some Google stats. 86% of consumers use Google to find local businesses. Those are those near me searches I keep mentioning. 29% are doing a local search at least once a week. 78% result in a purchase. And note 46%, almost half of all Google searches come from those near me searches. I'm sharing these stats with you because if you don't have a local business address in the business community where you're doing business, you're missing almost half of all these search results. Your target local audience won't see your business in your search results. And the most effective way your address is communicated is through that Google business profile. Let's take a look at the last brand essential you need to create this great business presence, and that's your Google business profile. We want people to be able to find your business. It's a very powerful and strategic online tool for developing your professional business presence. And once you set up your Google business account, you need to verify that you are a legitimate business by submitting a video to Google. So in this video, Google requires that you show that your business has permanent signage in or on the building, that you have access to the facility, and that customers can meet you at this location. If you use a home address or no address, Google can't validate that you're a bona fide business, and your Google business profile won't go live until Google approves your video. So it's a vicious circle. We strongly recommend that you establish a website, a business address, and a Google business profile to maximize your exposure to your target audience. These are the 3 brand essentials that will set you up with a strong professional business presence. I also want to mention that you will want to set up Apple Maps and Apple Business Connect. 50% of all mobile users are on iPhones, so it's critical to be listed on this major platform. And consistency matters. You want to ensure that your business presence is as effective as possible, and that's done by consistently using your core marketing messages that we talked about earlier. Identify and update all of your online listings and social media profiles with these new core marketing messages. As you update these listings and profiles, ensure your business name and your address and your phone number are consistent across the internet. I know that sounds basic, but many businesses don't take the time to do this, and this inconsistency only creates confusion. Well, once you have accomplished these 3 brand essentials, there is so much more you can do to enhance your presence. You can start by using your core marketing messages to optimize the various sections on your Google Business Profile and thoroughly fill out all the sections that the profile offers. For instance, you have 750 characters to use for your Google Business description. Start with your core marketing messages and edit to fit these parameters. Add your services and descriptions for each service. Add all of your products and descriptions for all of your products. Add your complete contact information, including your business address and your website. You want to upload a logo and great images. And there's even an area to post your events like sales or promotions or special packages you might offer. And you can be really creative in that section if you don't have events per se. And you also want to set up review requests. You're really missing a lot of opportunities and opportunities for sales if you don't fill out all of these sections thoroughly. The more relevant information you provide about your company, the more Google and your customers know about your business. So take the time, fill this out thoroughly, and review and update your Google Business Profile often. Beyond the basics and enhancing your Google Business Profile, there are a few additional steps you can take. One of the first ones we recommend is get some keyword research done to discover the words or phrases that your customers are actually using to find your business. And then you use those top keywords to optimize your core messaging and update your website, Google Business Profile, and all of your other online profile listings with this new revised core marketing messages. Very importantly, you want to develop a plan to continually add new content online and develop a calendar to make this happen. If you don't develop a plan and a calendar, chances are it's just not going to happen and it's going to continue to be put on a back burner. This content is pretty easy to develop. You can create articles or blog posts about your services, your products, your events, or case studies. You can even take individual FAQs and write an article about each one of those. They make great topics. Again, if you have questions about this, we are here to give you ideas. And then once you have this new content created, you can share and repurpose it on many different platforms. On your website, social media platforms, or even email marketing. I recently just wrote a series of email campaigns, and we have used that information on their website and have sliced and diced it up for posts on all of our platforms. It was just there, easy to use, and easy to convert into these posts. So if you're having someone professionally write it for you, you really want to take advantage of using your budget well and using it and exposing it to your audience in every different way that you have available. All of these efforts are going to help increase your business presence and maximize the exposure to your target audience so you can sell your products. And if you need help with these free business essentials that we just discussed today, or you need guidance to determine your best next steps, you can use this link here at the bottom of the screen to book a free sales consultation with one of our advisors. We also have a full library of online resources, hundreds of hours. It's like an MBA Lite. And we can also make referrals if you want to use a professional to handle some of these services that we discussed today. So again, use the link to set up your free consultation. You can book a session that best fits your needs, and our advisors want to help you take these next steps to grow and develop this great professional business presence. Thank you.